Welcome to your astrological natal chart report. This is the Peace Dealer, and I hope you gain the utmost of quality from this report. Thank you very much for your patience. We do see that you were born in the year 1991, which is very crucial. Just off the bat, seeing that you have recently completed your Saturn return 2021 with the 0 degree Saturn in Aquarius, with your rising in Virgo. You were born right on a new moon, like right before the degree on the new moon. This is a huge deal. You represent a gift. You have the Aries Sun Moon signature because the conjunction is now the activation of a cycle, especially with the moon. So you were born when the seeds were planted. And so not only do you represent the activation and gift and expression of this Virgoan perspective, you personify and embody it in the first house with the AC here, which is a huge deal. This makes you quintessentially the master. You are the critic. That is your personality, the Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You quintessentially, Maggie, are the virgin, the earth princess, okay? And also the master magician, or the earth magician. So that definitely gives you a very crucial archetype. And it puts you in a way, it puts you in a position to very magically critique the reality around you. You are very analytical. You're very receptive to your awareness and the causality between what occurs. And unlike me, who also has Neptune and Uranus in Capricorn, I'm a Gemini sun that stays in his head and doesn't listen to his body a lot. You're directly aligned to the supernatural power that is extra dimensional in Capricorn, and that Neptune correlates with Pisces, your 7th house of divine partnerships and the divine in the astral realm. And then Uranus connects to the higher causal mind of the causal realm, which is ruled by Aquarius, both of which are Trans-Saturnian, hence out of this world. Alien. So you're able to see these minute quantum dynamics physiologically in people's body language and how people's bodies snitch to you. Your own body itself may move on its own in the intuitive alignment to these aspects of yourself that are extra dimensional. So they're invisible. It's not that it's not there. It just can't really be seen, but it still connects your body to these facets of yourself outside of this reality in another existence through your imagination. And so you will be very keenly receptive. Virgos with this, I feel, are terrifying. Like, y'all are psychic on a whole nother practical, functional level, because you're able to physiologically have body senses of how much integrity someone has in their character or not. You can just see it by the way they move. And this will just give you psychic insight into whether they have integrity or not. But on top of that, because like all of us with this aspect have this, but it's only Virgo suns and moons that can not only sense that psychically, but the Virgo sun and moon enhances this with the ability to analyze real-time body language responses and indicators physically that correlate with these psychic senses. So I'm just gonna sense like, wow, like I just don't feel right about this person I'm talking to. And I'm gonna get a thought like, this person's not trustworthy. You're gonna see them nervously twitching their hands. Like, okay, this person's clearly not trustworthy. Like, they twitch their hands every time they say something. And then you realize that's because they're a lying ass bitch. Other than that, this is really beautiful because it also expresses very incredibly and naturally how incredibly creative you are by allowing this abstract part of your imagination to express, once again, very practically. So this can help you see and express real signs. This is attached to your destiny. You're destined for greatness in this facet, to use the sincere friendships that belong in your life as a resource to come into this incredibly independent success where you have the potential to make a living off of what you love to do, which may be very difficult because Capricorn takes at least 30 years to activate. But given that you're due for a nodal return in the next decade, or relative throughout the next decade, and also Saturn just returning in your chart, that's close enough to your sixth house to speak of an advanced, disciplined lifestyle you're setting into play. It's a really good look, especially seeing that your creativity is at the legendary caliber. Pause for dramatic effect. Let me tell you something. 29-degree placements in astrology are no laughing matter. And to see you have 29 degrees Jupiter, the evolution aspect, the sky father, king of the Olympian gods, is a huge deal. Zeus 29 degrees next to Mercury. I have Mercury 29 degrees in Taurus, and that's why I'm such a gifted communicator. So to see that you have it 27 degrees is huge. 29 degrees is Regulus, so you're connected directly with Archangel Raphael. Pause for dramatic effect. Your MC is also close to Aldebaran, so your legacy is sponsored by Archangel Michael. But this is very, very, very powerful because the legendary 12th house nature of this, 12th house planets can be seen as a weakness. But once they're overcome, they're a complete superpower. And in this sense, 12th house Leo represents, just like Earth sign risings and our resting bitch faces, the inertia of this creative fire that we keep within. You know, I have Taurus rising. So like in the club, I'm going to move like a robot. But when no one's looking or behind closed doors, like I'm going to sing my ass off. Like I'm going to dance. Like I'm the best singer or dancer ever. And, you know, we just have to feel comfortable before we let it out. But, you know, you having all this hidden creativity, you have hidden talents. Like you are super naturally creative. And a lot of people will never know that. Like you could probably sing your ass off, but you may inhibit how much you let that out. This could even be a closeted sense of narcissism that is not expressed properly. And when it is expressed properly, you allow yourself to really, you know, get credit for the stuff you do. If it's not expressed properly, it'll have unhealthy expressions where, you know, constantly in the 12th house, you could be misunderstood because some of your greatest creations could just be basically overlooked as if it's not perfect. Okay, listen, 29 degrees Jupiter is the max degree of creativity that anyone can have in a legendary nature in the 12th. So like you are legit. You are and the new moon, you're the gift of this new analysis. You're the gift of clarity and objectivity through facts. You're a walking, talking receipt. So wherever you come through, like everyone is an omen of some sorts. Everyone releases energy. Certain people are quincunxes or Pisces signatures. So when they come around, they're omens of endings. When you come around, it's a new beginning. You're born on a new moon. So you bless people with new real perspectives aligned with reality, practically, right? But this 12th house Leo, my friend, has the potential to be this infinite source of creativity that you can communicate so boldly and align with your heart to express with such great courage should you feel like it's right to let it out. Because square Pluto could be an extreme fear of sharing how intensely strong this is and it rubbing certain people off the wrong way because of how strong these beliefs are. You have an extremist attitude with Pluto in the third that leans extremely pure. It's just if it's not in check, this can come out in extremist ways that scare the shit out of people. And that's mainly because they're weak, not really because you're scary. This could be a way to undermine you and keep you in the spiritual closet when you really should express the extent of this. You even have Mars in Libra, which has you take action quite altruistically and balanced. Regardless, it connects with Saturn to align a lot more of these social actions attached to your value with the integrity of how extraordinary your work ethic is and this advanced element of your behavior, because it's your collective karmic responsibility to align the collective behavior around you with the knowledge of the integrity you have. This is what you're healing as a part of your spirituality, so you don't keep these aspects of your beliefs holed up in the spiritual closet. So you kind of heal people's heart in their alignment with their beliefs and spiritual path as well. But you could be very misunderstood for sharing your own. and be seen as crazy, which really you're magic. So screw what other people think. Your true legacy is an angelic legacy in Gemini that opens up this ability for you to really just communicate and get the truth out there. So people with MC and Gemini, y'all are not meant to keep a job. I'm gonna just be real. It's before you, after you. So once you kind of tell the upper management what needs to change, whether directly or indirectly, it's on to the next job. Can you keep a job? Yeah. Will you? Most likely not. Just in case you find you bounce from job to job, because you're meant to be self-employed, mainly just speaking your truth, and being that broadcast messenger, whether through journalism, whether through just blog writing, whether through performance artistry. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed this natal chart report and you stay blessed as always. Thank you very much once again for your patience. You'll find now that Jupiter is finished through your 7th house. You're evolving your partnerships. And as it goes through Aries next year, this will bring you towards a transformation cycle, preparing you for more success over the next few years. Peace.